The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. The mind is like an iceberg, it floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious mind. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Remember, the goal of all life is death, and this is the only truth. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea. They become powerless when they oppose it. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. The sexual life of adult women is a dark continent for psychology. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? Not all women want sex because some of them only want a relationship. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or the deepest despair. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. The conscious mind may be compared to a fountain playing in the sun, and falling back into the great subterranean pool of subconscious from which it rises. It is always possible to bind together a considerable number of people in love, so long as there are other people left over to receive the manifestations of their aggression. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. In the depths of my heart, I can't help being convinced that my dear fellow men, with a few exceptions, are worthless. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror.